Hi Colts, I'm sitting outside in the shade today because it's really hot and I'm wearing my glasses because it's a little bright to look at the screen. When we left off, Dorothy had just said goodbye to some of the Munchkins, especially a new friend named Buck, and was making her way to the Emerald City. She bade her friends goodbye and again started down the road of yellow brick. When she had gone several miles, she thought she would stop to rest, and so climbed to the top of a fence beside the road and sat down. There was a great cornfield beyond the fence, and not far away she saw a scarecrow, placed high on a pole to keep the birds from the ripe corn. Dorothy leaned her chin upon her hand and gazed thoughtfully at the scarecrow. Its head was a small sack stuffed with straw, with eyes, nose, and a mouth painted on, to represent a face. An old pointed blue hat that belonged to some munchkin was perched on its head, and the rest of the figure was wearing a blue suit of clothes, worn and faded, also stuffed with straw. On the feet were some old boots with blue tops, as every man wore in this country, and the figure was raised above the stalks of corns by means of a pole sticking up its back. While Dorothy was looking earnestly into the queer painted face of the scarecrow, she was surprised to see one of the eyes slowly wink at her. She thought she must have been mistaken at first, for none of the scarecrows in Kansas ever winked. But presently the figure nodded its head to her in a friendly way. Then she climbed down from the fence and walked up to it, while Toto ran around the pole and barked. "Good day," said the scarecrow in a rather husky voice. "Do you speak?" said the girl in wonder. "Certainly. How do you do?" "I'm pretty well, thank you," said Dorothy politely. "How do you do?" "I'm not feeling well," said the scarecrow with a smile. "It's very tedious to be perched up here night and day to scare away the crows." "Can't you get down?" said Dorothy. "No, for this pole is stuck up my back. If you would please take the pole away, I could be greatly obliged to you." Dorothy reached up with both arms and lifted the figure off the pole. For being stuffed with straw, it was quite light. "Oh, thank you very much," said the scarecrow. "I feel like a new man." Dorothy was puzzled at this, for it sounded queer to hear a stuffed man speak. "Who are you?" asked the scarecrow when he had stretched himself and yawned. "And where are you going?" "My name is Dorothy. I'm going to the Emerald City to ask Oz to send me back to Kansas." "Where's the Emerald City? Who is Oz?" "Why, don't you know?" she said in surprise. "Oh, no, indeed, I don't know anything. You see, I am stuffed. I have no brains at all." "Oh," said Dorothy, "I'm awfully sorry for you. Do you think if I go to Emerald City with you, the great Oz would give me some brains?" "I cannot tell," she said, "but you may come with me if you like. If Oz will not give you any brains, you'll be no off worse than you are now." "Well, that's true," said the scarecrow. "You see," he said confidentially, "I don't mind my legs and my arms and my body being stuffed, because I can't get hurt. If anyone treads on my toes or sticks a pin in me, it doesn't matter. I can't feel it. But I do not want people to call me a fool, or if my head stays stuffed with straw instead of brains, as yours is, how am I ever going to know anything?" "I understand how you feel," said the girl, who was truly sorry for him. "Well, if you come with me, I'll ask Oz to do all he can for you." "Thank you," he said gratefully. They walked back to the road. Dorothy helped him over the fence, and they started along the path of yellow brick to Emerald City. Toto did not like the addition to this party. He smelled around the stuffed man as if he suspected there might be a nest of rats in the straw, and he often growled in an unfriendly way. "Don't mind Toto," said Dorothy to her new friend. "He never bites." "Oh, I'm not afraid. He can't hurt straw. Do let me carry that basket for you. I shall not mind it, for I can't get tired. I'll tell you a secret. There's only one thing that I'm afraid of." "Ooh, what's that? The Munchkin farmer who made you?" said Dorothy. "No," said the scarecrow. "It's a lighted match." Have a wonderful evening, Colts. I'll see you tomorrow.